Good morning, everybody. I'm having pretty bad issues with my technology. I think one of my camera died as my Windows updated. So let's give you some music until we gather, and we are going to start. If audio works. There goes Sophie. Where's Sophie? Hi guys! Oh my gosh, Japan! The country of the sun, of the sunbird. There goes Sophie. What sign are you, Ivari? Good morning, Stephanie. Hi, Sheila. And I think this is everything is the opposite. Let me try to figure out this camera. Guys, that just took me by surprise. It just happened minutes ago. So I just grabbed my old camera. I didn't configure it properly. Let me just see if I can do it now. Are you going to let me? Because everything is like upside down here. And it doesn't let me. Oh my goodness. Because if it doesn't, that's going to be hell for me. What? What's going on here? Because this feels like on the other side of the table. How about this? Yep. Yep. Why is it that you don't want to help? Please let me configure. Okay, let's try to do it on this level. As you can tell, Mercury retrograde started for me already. Okay, let's try it from here. Let's try to do it from here. Hopefully. Yes. 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 Hello everybody, and I really hope you guys don't have the same issues that I'm having. So the other camera worked perfectly until the update, and then after the update, damn, I was like, what? Connecting, pulling, because my computer is kind of like stuck in a corner. I had to pull all the furniture. So, oh my god, like that was really interesting. So yeah, I think there is like one camera that is just either dead or something, and I have to really buy it in a few days, because otherwise, let me see if I can move this, otherwise it's going to be, no, why is it if I move it here that is messing it? Because this is right now really makeshift. I really have to tell you, it's wobbly. I probably should use even some scotch tape to kind of like fix it. So it's not, and it's not the greatest camera, so I messed it up again. So why have I Why did I do it? I just had it perfectly. Perfectly. Okay, now this is high, this is down. And it's also zoomed in, at least it looks zoomed in. So you know what, guys, I'm going to make it simple today, really simple, because even if I pulled signs, for example, happy birthday to Libra, you see everything is positioned on the right hand side, at least on my screen. So my apologies for this, but I really, oh, look at that, actually you don't see that badly. I do, you don't. All right, so you guys seeing it? Okay, here we see it. Let's see. You love my crystal. Yeah, this is my favorite kind of like cleaning kind of like thing. So let me see. Oh my gosh, Ivari, thank you so much. I mean, I just guessed it. I really didn't know. So hey, thanks Chris, guys. I really needed to kind of like deal with my dad last week. And it is really unfortunate. I wanted to write you a newsletter about that, but then I said, like, why would you need to worry because I have a crappy life? So I said, no, I'm not going to kind of like poison your week. Now it's going to be another no live on the 26th. Does anybody know why on the 26th is going to happen? Hello, Kylie. Not to let you guess, this is Tiger's birthday. He is going to be 1 year old, so we are going to do kind of like something that day. So until I fix camera, we are going to make today's readings really simple, and I really have to tell you that the lineup I had of the signs changed dramatically. You're going to be really surprised, except Leos are still taking the first position. They are not just letting anybody kind of like play with their stuff, and this is what it is. But the rest of it kind of like changed. And is my Barbie here? Let me see if it is. I'm going to start writing. No, she's not here yet, so we will see. So we are going to start with Libra being the first. So let me just write these marks for Barbie. So Libra, 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 Libra. So Libra, this is going to be a really interesting thing. I don't know, did everybody start to feel that we had this shift, a huge shift happen, and it kind of like really feels confusing? It feels like that we have more energy, but at the same time it feels like, oh my gosh, I'm still not getting anywhere. And this is normal until they fully kind of like feel they're going direct. So this week might be really, really crucial for this. So let's see. So this is going to be really short and sweet, guys. Libra, you have Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh, and I don't know, is this even showing over here on the screen? I just want to make sure I'm positioning cards properly, because, and this one wants to come out, because I'm actually a little bit delayed over here. And let's grab this one. So you have Queen of Wands, you have Seven of Swords, and you have Six of Cups. So in case that anybody wants to know, this is called Everyday Witch Tarot. Hi, Sophie. Did you wish happy birthday to Libra? Huh? What? That seemed to like be forced, yes. Okay, let's see. Do you see it? Do I go more this side? I guess. Ugh. How about right this way? Is this going to show? Just trying to position. Oh, thank you, Biljana. That's vrlo lijepo od tebe. So now we have Queen of Wands, which kind of like shows that you really feel like the queen of the party. As you can tell, this is going to be pain over here. So maybe I should kind of like lift it up, because for some reason, like the line of video camera is not really happening the way I want to. But you have like the Seven of Swords, and in this particular deck, as you can see, somebody's looking for something hidden. So maybe you did not want to share some information with someone, or maybe you kind of like felt that there's like some kind of like feeling of being incomplete in a situation, and maybe you're like saying to yourself, how about the good old times? In those good old times, I kind of like had this like feeling of gentleness, and it was innocent, and it was small things made me very happy. I clearly see that there are kind of like quite a few things that you are kind of like mulling over through your head. But nonetheless, guys, you're actually feeling very, very powerful over here. You have like this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is really actually a good fit with your sign. And like, and why is this? You know what? You know, guys, that I'm a little bit of OCD, and that unless I find where and how I can position this, it's going to drive me nuts. Because I keep crawling down. Look at like my arm is completely stretched in order to get there, and the more I am doing this, the more, hey Barbie, yes, it is Halloween thing. So let me see it, pulling it back. That's a little bit better, and it's not great at all, but it's a little bit better. Okay, so let me try to get closer to this as well. All right, so Libra, let me also check a few gypsy cards over here. And so, as I said, these readings today are going to be short and sweet because of, oh gosh. Okay, Spirit, I need help. I need help, spirits. I need help. I need help. Okay, so let me see, because it's really, really difficult for me to set it up, given that I have to wait for everything that I do for quite a while to kind of like revolve. Let's hope, spirits, please guide me. Okay, let's wait and see if this works. Let's wait. Oh, yes, thank you. Oh my goodness, like, I mean, there it is. Like, I mean, you have to ask the very, very last thing. Good morning, Amethyst Dreams. So, Libra, let's see what additional things you have here. And oh my gosh, you would not believe, like, I mean, last week I was doing those monthlies, and I was trying to connect them a little bit with astrology this time around. And I had this one guy, and he was harping on me, and I just went on the X thing. What is wrong with you? I don't want to X, like, in my back, in my life. Okay, did you not listen to basically what I explained? Like, I mean, that this is only for the people who have that energy. And yes, but this is a public forum, and I will do whatever I want. No, you won't. Off you go. Blocked. You're not coming to the channel. It is kind of like really weird. We live in weird times, and I really wish that people like that just go puff, because they have nothing to contribute, unless negativity is what you call contribution. And just on this channel, as you know, by oh my gosh, we have wedding. I'm just like really not tolerating stuff like that. So there's like wedding guys here. So maybe you're really thinking this is like really you and Leo. And what, did that move again? Did Safi move that? See, mother helpers. We'll see. It is luck from Safi, that's for sure, right? So hopefully, now I didn't ask for help, but I'm just trying to straighten out this thing over here. The wedding card is really interesting. It's kind of like talking about some kind of commitments. It's talking about how do you kind of like move forward. It's talking about some kind of collaboration. Maybe you're feeling old good times. Maybe you're feeling that certain things is becoming too contractual instead of like being a free flow. I can see you're going to go back and forth this week, guys, and it's going to be lots of kind of like different things that you'll be thinking. But at the same time, some of your Libras are really going to think about, hey, you know, I need to start moving forward, and I need to start feeling good about this. Sorry, guys. Negativity is the last thing I want to feel right now. Like, you know what? I tend to be skeptical in life, so some people can call it negative, and the reason why I'm skeptical is because the Queen of Swords, that kind of like outlines my sign, says that you have been through lots of negative things, and that means that you really had to learn how to kind of navigate through that. So hence, when I see a situation that I have experienced previously, I would probably have my guard up. but I'm not going to kind of like say, oh, it's never going to happen, blah blah. I'm still kind of like optimistic and etc. But some people, they almost like they're like negative forces, and I basically literally I sometimes like try to engage with them because sometimes people hurt and you just need to show them the way. But if like that guy, like I mean somebody is like really sad, hey, I really wanted to go there and you're a stranger to me, but I'm going to be mean to you and I'm going to tell you off. No, those people, you know, they're warded off, casted out, and there are many readers who are very negative and they should really, really go there. So I really don't want that energy here. So the next one that I will be reading over here, let me see who was number 2. Of course, Leo was number 2. So let's do Leo, quickly. No, you're not late. I'm actually starting late, but we are going to do really, really quickly, just a minute or two. Leo. Well, ugliness or negativity, like they don't even understand. People think, oh, I won. I told you off. Where, you know, I'm showing this initiative and he's showing that he's, and I am not going to apologize for this word, asshole. And I don't want this. I really don't want this. So Queen of Pentacles, look at all these queens. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups and Page of Cups. People in your life, people and people and people. So Leo, are you kind of like going to have a party over here? Like Queen of Pentacles can to me sometimes tell a story like wife, right? So are you having, you know, willingness to become a wife, or there is something happening over here, or maybe you guys are really thinking that there is like some kind of like third party situation over here and that you really need to resolve it, because it almost like looks like it could be even 3 people, it could be even 4 party situation. And with this 4 party situation, maybe you're thinking, oh my goodness, you know, like I mean, it's just like I'm not even a third wheel, I'm a 4th wheel, and that kind of like a stuff, right? And it is really, really interesting. Miss Wizard, it was just Leo in Libra so far, and I'm working on Leo. So this really tells me that it could be a whole bunch of things happening, or these can just show different aspects of you. Like I mean, Queen of Pentacles is more or less showing this firmness, and like it's interesting, we are going through this Libra transit, and neither of them is you really. Like we have 2 Cups and Pentacles, so it's going to be emotional expression, or you might actually have a person in your life who will really just maybe show you the way. Maybe something is going to clue in, maybe something is going to really, really work well. So it might really be kind of like a very productive week, unless there's like somebody who you feel it's in your way. But even if there is a third party, I think it's going to be something that I call it aha moment, or that I stole it from Oprah, and that would be that you just clued in. There are like some situation that is really not working out. Maybe you're having a competition with somebody who is younger than you, because that would also show in Page of Cups. You might have a problem with your own kid, or something going on, or you might be going through a very supportive week with your kid. So that's going to be really interesting. So guys, if you leave, hello Rigid, how are you? So that could be really, really interesting. So let's see what says Ivari about Leo. I'm dealing with a Leo, and we have been on that situation. I know he's now trying to be more loyal and keeping his promises. So in that situation, if you guys have this situation, it's going to look like go back to the basics. They will kind of like say, okay, let's see how we can make it work, because it's landing on Page of Cups, which is again offering love, which is again saying let's be flirty. So there is like a certain dimension that is coming back, which kind of is maybe a little bit normal, because we have been going through really difficult retrograde transits, like I mean since April. Like remember how my dad got hospitalized on April 24th? This is his birthday, and this is like when the retrogrades happen, so you can really say. So this was Leo, and now it's a surprise. Sign number 3 is Cancer. So Cancer, see, no, it isn't Cancer. What the heck am I talking about? No, I just put it wrongly here. Barbie would kill me. Let me just erase this over here. Let me erase this. No, sign number 3 is not Cancer. That's what I thought it would be. It is actually Gemini. Sign number 3 is Gemini. And you guys know that I'm reading in order of how much you're clicking on the reading that is current. And this is like freaking million cards that jumped. And I'm not going to really grab them. I'm just going to put them back because this is short and sweet today, given that I'm all irritated with the thing that doesn't want to collaborate. Gemini. Okay, this one really wants to come out. So 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and 7 of Swords. Gemini. You really have to beware of some friend of yours. A friend of yours is somebody who is going to create a situation for you where you will feel very uncomfortable. You will feel maybe that friend even betrayed you. You will feel that maybe you have given some of your secrets to somebody really close to you. Or this also can talk about the situation at work. This is a situation that you're going through that involves jealousy. And besides jealousy, it kind of like feels like, oh my freaking God, my hands are tied. I cannot do anything. Look at her. She's blindfolded. So somebody needs to take a blindfold. Maybe you're in a situation that you're refusing to see. Honestly, I see that at work, you are probably having people who are not thinking about your best interest, who are just telling you one thing with one side of the mouth and doing another thing with another. So there is like that situation of duality. You have to be very, very careful. You also have to be careful if somebody doesn't do something as promised. Don't try to compensate for them. Let them deal with that energy themselves. Because I think that's going to be the codependent knee-jerk reaction when, like, I mean, all of a sudden somebody's like not affectionate toward you. Like, I mean, you're questioning yourself, well, what have I done? No, it is freaking them. Like, you're getting the 7 of Swords. There's like some kind of like secretive thing happening in the background over here. Letter. There is like some lack of communication. Maybe somebody is just no comunicado. And sometimes with 8 of Swords, I see that. It can describe people who, let's say they should be talking to you, and maybe somebody says, I'll call you tomorrow, and they don't call you tomorrow or maybe even ever. And that's basically where you see some kind of betrayal or some kind of omission or something that you have been promised and told all of a sudden does not happen. So Gemini is going to be tough week in kind of getting to, and you're also getting this 3 of Cups. But you know what is really going to happen is going to be really good for you. In the end, you're going to feel that you cleaned the house and that kind of like things worked out properly. So where is the sign number 4? Sign number 4 is Scorpio. Scorpio. Thank you, Wada. That's really nice to hear. Oh, look at that. It twisted around. Like, what I don't like about this deck, I love this deck, but it's always you can see which one is up, which one is down. So it is the Lovers reversed. And then 2 of Pentacles. Okie dokie. So what is going on over here, guys? Let's get one more thing for clarification. If you guys married, you might have some issues that are happening here, or if you're in a relationship, it could feel sort of a little bit that there are old things coming up. And I swear to you, this year, and I know that basically say 3 weeks before Mercury going forward is going, but I am already having a lots of Mercury retrograde issues, and I do think this is all going to be happening like, I mean, really soon. And look at this, I'm just losing it right here. So I really think, guys, here, if you were expecting some kind of commitment from somebody, if you were expecting that certain things would work out, I would really question this again. It almost looks like you will need to put your foot down. You will need to deal with that in a completely different way. For the life of me, I cannot put a space, find a space where this card should be placed. And I don't know why that is. It's just like, I guess I don't have capacity for it today for some reason. Queen of Pentacles is a good place to land. It's kind of like saying, look, I really need something that is comfortable. Maybe you're leaving behind certain issues. Maybe you guys had a Gemini in your life, or or inability to really know how certain things will work out, especially if it's connected with Gemini, or especially if it's connected that you maybe had a couple of options. Maybe somebody has been accusing you, or you have a situation where there is like somebody juggling people or issues, and it's really, really hard to pick up on it, right? Because I don't know, if you really look at this card, as you can see, it's overall lovey-dovey, but the card really really kind of like turned around over here, and it is a problem when it kind of like does that. So I'm going to try to denote where is the spot so I can come to that. So let me see the card for you guys. Yeah, look at this. You also have a reunion reversed. Something is not going to go right this particular week. Some issues are going to start coming in a way. And it is really weird because you, in your head, you are already convinced that everything will work out, that there will be no issues, that you will not have to debate something. Almost like, why are we talking about this all over again? For which reason do I really need to go over it? So you kind of have certain debates that you might actually have, and you have conversation, or somebody is just going to be extraordinary unreliable. So I really feel bad about this camera messing up, and trust me, I will have mean people jumping and telling me off that and I have this, you idiot, can't you keep your camera right, etc. So these people, just to let you know, I do have a curse placed on people who do that. So the moment when I block people, if they try to come, of course nobody's going to see their comment, but a curse activates, and it's a very simple curse. I'm not absorbing that karma, so it is simply a mirror that is asking them to magnify their own attitudes back to them 100 times. So this is really, really good, kind of in that respect. So the next one is, ta-da, drum roll, Aries. Aries, let's see, Aries, what do we have here for you? Aries. Okay, so it's going to be this one, it's going to be this one, and this one. So you have the Fool, you have Knight of Swords, and you have Ten of Cups. Oh my freaking god, Aries, after these few cards that I had over here, you are going to have some new fresh start, new beginning. You're going to feel very, very good about it. It's going to be maybe a verbal kind of like exchange that you might have with somebody, but it might be simply that you feel, I absolutely love the hands up like this in victory. It's going to feel comfortable. You might feel that you're surrounded with your friends. You might feel that you're surrounded with people you like. You clearly are going to get some kind of like emotional engagement, but not after, feeling that you really need to move on from somebody or something. The Fool is also denoting new start. Maybe certain things were not going well, and then all of a sudden you're realizing, okay, you know what, I really need to talk about it. It might be some harsh exchange, but almost like you guys, the nature of Aries is like, I like to exchange, especially because this time around, and I did warn you in your monthlies, be careful with how you do this. Like, this doesn't have to be with treading anybody down. It can be simply about it. So here, look at this reunion, turn around, and like this one was sticking and sticking, and I figure out what's going on. So somebody you're clearly like, I mean, reuniting with someone. This could be a friend, it could be family, it could be a pet. It's going to be something really, really good. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, this is perfect and lovely. So absolutely congratulations to you, my dear Aries. Next one here will be Virgo. So Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. I love Barbies icons. You have to tell me the secret where you find them. Virgo. Yes, guys, please don't forget to like. So we have Ace of Cups, we have Queen of Cups, and this one you have Seven of Swords. Why? And this one you have Six of Wands. Why did seven? Ooh, I know what it is. You're a little bit careful, Virgo, with how you deal with people. In this particular case, it almost looks like there's like somebody coming through this week, and there's somebody coming through is actually almost like good. Somebody's saying, hey, I like you, I love you, I want to be with you, and you're like, hey, freak, what the heck, I just met you, what are you really talking about? I'm not really accepting this. You need to know me better in order for you to say such foolish things, right? And almost like you have this big guard up. You're feeling this person is going to hurt me. There are going to be issues, right, about it. But no, it could be somebody who is very different from you. It could be somebody with whom you just like initially couldn't see that, you know, this can actually really work. But just keep going, keep going. Six of Wands, it says things are going to work out. There's like some kind of like victory over here. It's kind of loveliness. I don't know why young woman is showing up here, right? Because there is like also Queen of Cups over here. You might actually feel youthful, or there might be somebody significantly younger over here that is going to play some kind of roles. On the surface, young woman doesn't say much over here. Maybe it simply talks about that you have a daughter with whom is going to be whatever, maybe some kind of like school play or something going on where you may feel that she is not necessarily doing things that you want, but then I mean, you're a fixed sign. It is really one of those issues that you really need to let go of the control, and that's going to be the flavor of this particular week. So just keep that in mind, guys. All right, so let's put those cards back. Let's put those cards back. So that was Scorpio. No, who was that? Aries, right? So the next one, or that was Virgo. Virgo. Oh my gosh, my brain is not working properly, I think. I think my dad's dementia crossed over. And that scares me the most. So the next one is Sagittarius. Sagittarius. And you already have a card that looks like somebody attacked over here. And that is like Seven of Pentacles. And Eight of Cups. And Three of Wands. So Sagittarians. There is a situation that you're dealing with which can involve jealousy. It could involve that somebody is really not happy in the situation. It could be involved you wondering how to continue collaboration, how to position yourself. Is this the best to kind of like stick around, stay around, or is there a better system if you just move on and kind of like feel that things are a little bit better? There is a little bit of how to put it, misunderstanding in the situation, and you're not seeing certain things eye to eye with another person. And the reason why you don't see it is because there's like some kind of relationship brewing that hasn't been set properly from the very, very beginning. So it was like that house of cards built somewhere and it doesn't have the firm ground. But then you're getting this Three of Wands. Like you have this ability, almost like some of you will walk away this particular week, and some of you will feel, hey, you know, I just cannot continue and coexist in the situation. I have to see if I can improve myself or the situation, and how do I push it forward and work on it. So that's going to be sort of like a key over here. Waiting. You're either waiting on someone and you're trying to figure out, well, this worked and this didn't work, or somebody is waiting for you. And I don't know like why. Usually this means you're waiting, you're engaging in some kind of situation. But I really have to say that the first thought that came to my mind was that somebody's waiting for you over here. You're wondering if somebody's waiting for you. It could be that you will reach out to someone as well. That's what Three of Wands is. It's sort of like, look at this. He is kind of like casting this magic. So there's going to be lots of thoughts. And I really think for you, it's really going to be important. Talking about positivity, you're a sign ruled by Jupiter, which is the sheer positivity. But you didn't have that much positivity over the last few years. And it really feels like almost like a damage has been done to you, that somebody removed the wheel and you were basically just limping. But I really think you're going to start feeling this new magic that is coming forward, and it's going to be actually really lovely for you. So the next sign is over here, Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. Oh my gosh, I'm moving like so fast today. Aquarius, Aquarius. Oof. And I get a million of the cards. So this one is Justice. So Aquarians, and look at, she's blind over here. And what does this book say? It says law. So it might be dealing with some kind of like legal issues. Is she peeking? Yeah, I think she's peeking through it. So it could be dealing with certain things that you have absolutely no influence about. This is a karma card. So this is also Libra transit. It could be that, oh my goodness, the Hierophant and Justice and Page of Pentacles. This is clearly, mind you, this can mean marriage. This can mean marriage with somebody who has a child. And the child could be actually a teenager. What does this say? I cannot tell, and I don't even know if this actually makes any sense. Hierophant card is really talking about big organizations. In this particular case, it's showing yoga masters, because it actually also can mean yoga, because it talks about union. It talks about kind of like merging of some kind of like forces together. So this is very, very strong. If you guys are married, it's going to feel like unbelievable. It's going to feel that you're pushing certain things forward, right? At the same time, it might feel like we are all entering a new phase. It can actually have a little bit of shake-up feel to it. It's going to feel maybe a little bit of disturbance, but that is done for a reason. Look, here's flipping a coin over here. It kind of like, there is a map. There was like something we were thinking about going, because he does have a tower, and like 11 and 5 is 16, which is tower. So that's the only thing that I see hidden. So I think the advice is like, Aquarians need to be as straight as possible. No wiggle room. You have to play by the rules. You have to play and do what other people tell you to do, and no ifs or buts. It just has to go in that direction. And if you don't, somebody's going to straighten you out. If you do, you're going to make big leaps forward. So that's going to really work. You see, that's the Tower card over here. So you cannot freaking, make it up. So make sure that everything is checked, everything is done. So it's a good thing that I was checking this at 10:30 today. Otherwise, we would not have live at all, and you will go, what's going on with Kat? Is she okay? I mean, not that this is better with crooked screens, but at least we are connecting, guys. So hi, Norale. So be very, very careful. This also could mean that, it might be some legal issue kind of like arriving to your door, but it looks like, if you do this properly, address it, like, I mean, looks like the wind is going to be on your side and work in that kind of like way. So that was us, Aquarians. And the next one was the sign that used to be second for a while. So Cancer, you're number 9. Cancer. Cancer. Barbie. That's so cute. Cancer, we have Page of Wands. There is like, I mean, there is a spring in your step, guys. That's really, really good. What else do I see for Cancer? 8 of Pentacles. And this one, the Tower. Yes, somebody really, really has to poison it over here. There is like an essence over here that I feel, guys, for you. And that essence is that you really want to, this is that Mars. I was explaining that in my monthlies a lot, because a lots of planets are happening at the same time. So Page of Wands, it almost like feels like you're stepping on the gas, and you're trying to seal the deal. You are trying to work in a direction, but it's really telling that, look, stepping on this gas just like end up just banging your head in the wall, and it's almost going to tell you like you have to go back to the beginning, you have to go back to square one. So something that you have been building, something that you really thought it's working, I'm kind of like really doing really well, it might not really end this way. Yeah, you know what, this is really telling me, do not count your chickens before they hatch, because something is really going to happen. And this is this Mars, and Mars is kind of giving us this huge energy, but because it's in a weakened position in Libra, we really have to be careful how we address it. We just cannot go and blurt things out or demand it, or, well, we have agreed about it, because it almost looks like certain things will need to be redefined. Your recipe for success is not going to work this week, so you really need to figure it out how to push it forward. I also feel some of you might have another person, a woman, that is putting a wrench into certain things, and it might come unexpected, because this person was nothing but sweet to you, but in fact she has her own agenda. So this is really, really important to really know here. The next one over here is going to be Pisces. 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 We have Knight of Wands. Lovely. Look at the dragon. And he's just flying on his own over here with a kitty cat here. And then we have the Devil. And this one might to come out. 4 of Swords. This guy almost looks like the guy from Aquaman, doesn't he? Over here. So there is like a huge surge of energy, Pisces. The energy that almost like it feels like it is overwhelming. You're dealing with people who are naysayers. You are dealing with people who just come and leave, and it is really going to be really hard to bottle the energy. The Devil card I really don't like whenever it comes out, even though this is a Saturn influence. And in this case, I am really interpreting it a little bit different, because when it could be Capricorn simply in your life, that this can mean one thing, but there's like something brewing in the background, and it's somebody's telling you, well, this is a short way, let's do it, don't worry. Or maybe somebody's just coming in your life and offering you love, and you really think that something is going to work out, but then you kind of like realize, oh my gosh, you know, this person is really not best for my path, or I really wanted things to work out, or you just simply kind of like realize this person has somebody else. Or especially this card really talks to me about exes, that this, you know, sometimes you meet a person with enormous baggage, and it's almost like more possible to date them because either a mother or an ex is really pulling this, or they're in a situation where they really cannot push things forward because they are just like stuck in a process that they really don't want to do anything with it. And Four of Swords means, okay, so maybe you will need to disconnect toward the end of the week and kind of like give your blessings to everything that you have and everything that you succeeded, and in order for, you know, recuperate the energy, because this can really burn your goodwill and energy given here. Reunion. Yeah, you know, that can mean that. It could also mean that X is coming back in your life and sweet talking you. Be careful about the words, right? Over here, because somebody is going to almost like be powerful in, yes, are you crazy? I love you, I missed you. But it almost looks like that all they want is a quickie over here. Be very, very careful about that. It's not going to be lasting energy, and it's going to be something really exhausting. Mind you, on a good note, this could mean also there's going to be lots of heavy, heavy sex to a point that you'll be exhausted and you will need to sleep. So, you know, everything has kind of like silver lining if you really wish. So the next sign is Capricorn. 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 So you have Queen of Pentacles, which is your energy. You will feel very grounded. You will feel very domestic. And then you have Knight of Wands. Look at this. There are people over here. You guys will be, woo, oh my gosh. And then you have King of Wands. I actually really, really like this. This really tells me that you guys will have ability to, this is almost like a Safi energy, my kitty Safi. When she came to my home, she was 8 weeks old. And I had 3 other cats, Matrix, Oscar, and Mittens. Oscar was a mommy of Mittens, and she was named Oscar before I realized she's a female. So when she got pregnant and she had Mittens, well, it stayed Oski. So Safi walked in this big. She could actually fit in my palm. She just said, you know, I don't think I need to establish that I'm the boss. I'm simply a princess. And that's basically what it is. Everybody, you know, just treat me adequately, kind of a thing. So it was like right from the get-go. And I see that over here. You don't need to prove anything this particular week. Somebody's coming in your life and they're saying, well, let's see where this goes, kind of a thing. And you say, well, I'll tell you where this goes. I am on the pedestal and you better meet that energy or off you go, fly away. And kind of like you're basically telling them you need to really, really roll up your sleeves. You need to pull your socks up in order for us to really be able to communicate. You want commitment this particular week and you are going to get it. You are definitely kind of like putting your foot down, and this is actually very, very lovely. And then you have like conversations reversed, and exactly, and this is the Knight of Wands. He's like, well, I'll just show you, etc. And you'll say, no, you have to show me better. You have to kind of give me this world as we can see it over here. So there's like nothing to talk about it. So this is actually a really, really good card to show up here. So interestingly enough, kind of like works. So, and last today, very last, you can see how quickly this went. I cannot even believe it went that far. And last, the least clicks that I receive from a sign is from, unfortunately, Taurus. I hope, you know, that is going to get better, but I have to tell you that I was really watching like a hawk what happens when they release monthlies. And it was like at one point went down 530 subscribers, just shaved it. And then it was like stuck, it didn't move. And then within an hour I checked again and it was like back 600 or 1000 or something. So it was like YouTube, I absolutely think it's not much I can do because it's only one game in town, but I really have to figure out different ways of doing it. I might go on Twitch as well. You guys have Judgment. This is Karma card. This really talks about, you know, certain things are equalizing. If you guys are having, I don't know, this is not about lawsuits. An Ace of Swords. There are 2 Karma cards. and 10 of Pentacles. It is going to be a really, really good week. You're feeling energized. You're feeling free. You're feeling, this is like also really, really fast energy. But this is also energy that is good on all levels. Judgment is really talking about, okay, you have been good. And there is like a new level of moving it forward, right? And we see that from these two cards. These two cards are almost like that world card where, hey, you know, certain kind of like phase has been kind of like accomplished. But everything else kind of like adds up to 32, which is 5, and 5 is Hierophant. Hierophant is your card. It is really talking about that you feel grounded, you feel okay, there's like no disturbance, and you really feel that no matter what you do, it's actually now on the right path. So this is actually really kind of like a good place to push it forward. And if you are trying to sign contract or make a will or deal with finances or kind of like deal with something that is from the past that needs to be resolved, this is going to be absolutely wonderful week to do that. And you have sides. But there is like somebody who is in a distance, and this is really interesting card because she's leaning on this bench and the rose is down and she's holding the letter and watching someone. Almost looks like there's like somebody who is gone, and I'm not sure why. Let me grab one more. Why this is really showing up over here. Oh, or you maybe, and this can simply mean that somebody's going to be sad about this decision. Maybe you're moving it forward and leaving somebody behind, or somebody's moving forward and leaving you behind. And somebody's sad, but you're saying why you're sad. I have gifted you. I have done things for you. You have not repaid back to me. It's kind of like in your head, you're really feeling very pragmatic influence under this particular, you know, going forward. And it's going to be lots of financial questions over here. You might actually receive a gift from someone. Something might really work out in a different way. So I see you're leaving your ex behind. So maybe this means like, I mean, all the cords have been cut. And at this stage you're saying, well, you know, I'm moving it forward. I'm feeling comfortable doing it on my own. And actually almost like feeling energized about that. Yes, Barb, you can. Actually, I have been dreaming about this. That's why I had this read. It just reminded me now. So thank you, Barbie. So I'm going to use the same deck, and I'm going to add this here. Okay. And there is love. There's always love. Love is not enough. So let me see. Let me see this group read. Let me see for us. Hi, Sally. Nice to enjoy. You have a great weekend. We have the Empress. This is the Taurus and Libra energy. This is creativity, guys. We are going to feel surge of emotions, a surge kind of like things happening. She's pregnant in this particular card, which really talks about that there are some ideas brewing already and that things will happen. Zelma, you're going to get good money. You'll be very happy about that. For once. Oh my gosh, guys, we are going to have a good week. The people over here are going to kind of like feel, oh my freaking God. So, the Empress, 4 of Wands, and 3 of Pentacles. There is like a motion of some success. So, financial success, creativity, if you guys are dealing with any professions that requires lots of writing, that almost like is going to be noticed. Some of us might actually be very visible at work. Our bosses can actually like realize that we are really contributing, like really good in teamwork. We'll be able to find resources, to find people with whom we really want to talk and how we want to talk. So I would really say, because we have, this is like air and earth, so, and this is like fire. So we have everything but cups. So it's not going to be a week where we are going to have any emotional oscillations, other than it's going to be some form of mini celebration. It's going to be some form of feeling accomplished. Feeling that, you know, different things and different elements are coming and being pulled together, and that actually can really translate into something really good happening. make sure that if you're in a situation that certain things, let's say you really need something, don't think that just because you go and ask you're going to get it, because this energy is telling me yes, you are noticed, but at the same time you, more than anything else, need to be seen to collaborate with people, and there are actually at least 2 other people that you will need to kind of like bring like to your cause in order to kind of like make things work and kind of like function. But look at this, we have 3 and 4, 7, and 3 is 10, and 10 is like that wheel of fortune, the energy. So this is one of those weeks that says, well, rejoice and enjoy, because this week you're on the top. But you know what happens when you're on the top? You go down. When you're on the rock bottom, you go up. But at this point, as long as you don't do something reckless and foolish, it's going to feel victorious, it's going to feel that we kind of like really finally caught the break. So thank you, Barbie. It was really not great today with having all these disturbance. I did put timestamps that I'm going to send it to you. And guys, until the next time, my apologies. I'll try to either buy a new camera for the next week. I'll figure it out what happened. So you guys be good. I'm going to play some music, and until the next time, I wish you all the best. Thank you guys very much. It was such a pleasure being here with you. So until the next time. Oh, the music wants to keep going. So sure, why not? Let's have it one more time. Just make sure that you click a like, and probably you can just like, click back and see where the signs are. So until the next time, you guys know that I love you, and I wish you a wonderful and beautiful week. So let the music play, and then we can go from there. Bye bye. Have a wonderful week.